Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Mike 54. All day, baby, all day. Switch. You gon' take. You got tape. You got tape. 14, fight it. Go. Hey, easy.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bring it. Jack.
Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Check, 47.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Check, watch 54. Bang out, bam. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, watch.
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Alert, 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 alert. Good job right there. Jim. Hassan. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On second down, Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Kill. Go 14. Kill. Turn up. Check nickel.
Here's Wilson. This one complete to Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
One left. SOS. Check. Left. Fair.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Check. I'll go special. Check 24. Check. Crunch. Wide. Alert. Good guys. 4 down.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds right around the 20. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Check. Check 53. Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Left pass. Left pass. Check 26. Check. 40.
On first down, it's Ingram. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Mike, 53. 14. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Check. Hey, alert 3. Joker. Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count. Good job right there. He's checking. Crash.
This is Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Green 80.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day.
Check 9.
Check. Bang. Hey.
Watch twits.
So that'll back him up 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
We want it. Come to my work.
Zebra. 53 is the mic. Here we go. Friday.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mike, blue 80.
Mike's 47.
Rip left. 19.
Check 49.
Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
4.
Simple play.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check 3.
Alert.
They run the counter. It's Carson, and he will not be denied. zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
First down, Eagles.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And an alley to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On the ready. Go 50 to the mic. Silver.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And the kick by Elliott is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This is fielded at the goal line. They juked him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Another run here with Sanders. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right there, 54. Touch 50, touch 50.
Check 43.
Check 52.
Clear.
On first down, it's Ingram. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Go 14. Got it. Come. Watch the safety creep. He's coming. 18.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and goal, 8-yard line.
Check. Watch it before. Hey. Undercrunch. Hatchet. 12. Check 24.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Back.
And again, it's Ingram. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Flushed out right. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They'll run with Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 43 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch that. You go tight. You got tight right there. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check. Hey, look.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check it out, read. Watch twist.
Now it's Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
To throw is Wilson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, look. 47 Mike. 47. Come on, look for signal.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the right.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Nazir Jones cruises in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now back to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Philadelphia.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.